morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started. Good morning, dear students. I am Mrs. Navida Sheikh from MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's class, we'll be studying a very interesting chapter from your Science 2 textbook, and that is Cell Biology and Biotechnology. Now, in your previous classes, you have learned about cell, what are the different types of cells that are there, the cell organelles that are there inside the cell. We've also learned a chapter called as Introduction to Biotechnology in your 9th standard. So I hope that you have little basic knowledge about what is cell and what is biotechnology. So we will be learning more about the cell and how these cells are used in order to make life easy for us and how they can benefit us with the help of biotechnology. Okay, so let's get started with this very interesting chapter. In this chapter, we will be learning about cell biology, that is also known as cytology. Stem cells. Now, stem cells, you have learnt about stem cells in your previous standards, but still I'll be revising about that too, so don't worry. Biotechnology and its applications and important stages in development of agriculture. Okay, so how this there are various stages how our agriculture came into progress, how it progressed over the years, किस वजह से और क्या क्या चीजें हुई जिस वजह से development हुआ. Okay, so we'll be learning about all these things in this chapter. So let's get started. Before we move on to the actual part, let's understand about what are the different types of cells that we have learned about. Up till now, we have learned that there are two types of cells, that is, one is prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Now, eukaryotes are multicellular organisms mostly, and prokaryotic cells are basically unicellular organism like the bacteria. Okay, so you have learned about these two types of cells in your previous standards also. So I know I need not explain you this in detail. So let's continue. In your body, in this chapter, we will be basically dealing with our human body. Okay, so in your body, you have various types of cells. We have learned that many cells combine together to form a tissue, many tissues combine together to form an organ, and many organs combine together to form an organ system. And many organ systems combine together to form an entire organism. ठीक है, so cell is very basic unit and very important unit of your body, right? So there are different types of cells that are present in your body which are having different functions. Like your brain cells, they have a different function, their structure is different. Okay, same way here you have the cells which are present in your blood, they are very different from the brain cells. The cells that are present in your heart are very different. The cells that are present in the intestines are different, right? So here you can see various types of cells and how these human cells look like. Okay, like the red blood cells, the columnar epithelial cells, smooth muscle cells, bone cells, sperm cells, nerve cells, and ovum cells, right? So these are a few examples of the types of cells that are there in our body. Now, as I told you that many cells, they combine together to form a tissue. Okay, that tissue is doing various type of work. Any part of the body, like if I'm taking an example of blood, it is also a type of connective tissue because it connects all the part of your body, right? Here in this blood, when I'm talking about blood, it has a very different type of cells, and when these cells come together, they form a tissue. Okay, like blood, you have bone tissues, you have epithelial tissue, you have cartilage tissue, you have connective tissue, muscle tissue, nervous tissue, adipose tissue. These are few tissues that you've learned about in your 7th standard. Okay, so here the 4 types of tissues and their functions are mentioned. Here you have epithelial tissue. It has the function is to cover your body surface and lines internal organs. Then you have connective tissue, which helps in support of your body and protection also. The nervous tissue, it sends and stimulates messages across your body, and muscle tissues, which are helping in the movement of your body. So these are a few examples of tissues and their functions. In our previous class, we have studied that the plant production by technique of tissue culture is possible. ठीक है, स्टेम सेल्स के बारे में भी हम लोगों ने वहीं पर ही पढ़ा था. स्टेम सेल्स आर यूज्ड फॉर दैट पर्पस. स्टेम सेल्स आर बेसिकली दे आर सेल्स फ्रॉम द प्लांट. They are grown in an artificial environment, okay, and then from that you have multiple and good quality plantlets that are grown and that can be used further on. Okay, so here in this picture you can easily see now the tissue sample is scraped from parent plant. ठीक है, छोटा सा एक टिश्यू का सैंपल लेते हैं वहां से. Then that tissue sample is placed in agar ग्रोथ मीडियम, जहां पे न्यूट्रिएंट्स होते हैं. अगार मीडियम के अंदर न्यूट्रिएंट्स होते हैं फॉर दैट टिश्यू टू ग्रो, containing nutrients and oxygens. Sample develop into tiny plantlets. You can see there are small plantlets that are grown. Then these plantlets are planted into compost and then you have new plants coming from them. So imagine एक simple tissue से कितने सारे plantlets grow कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, so this is possible only because of the stem cells that are there in that plant. Alright, so stem cells का एक आइडिया आ गया है कि stem cells का हम लोगों ने ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हैं ये. If you just go through this picture, you will recollect about what you have learned in your previous class. Now earlier we have studied the structure, types and organelles of the cell. Right, everybody remembers this. हम लोगों ने cells के बारे में पढ़ाई कर चुके हैं कि there are different types of cells in your body and different cell organelles which are present in your cells. This cell which you have studied and the study of that is called as cell biology or cytology. Okay, it includes the study of cell division and many other aspects of the cell. So when you study about any types of cell, any organism under the microscope, उनके cell structure के बारे में जब हम लोग पढ़ते हैं या फिर उसके cell division के बारे में पढ़ रहे हैं, तो means what are you doing? You are actually studying about that cell. Okay, then that is called as cell biology or cytology. There are revolutionary changes in the field of human health due to cell biology. जैसे जैसे हम लोगों के पास knowledge बढ़ती जा रही है, means बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, तो cell biology भी इतना advance हो गया है कि it has aided to our health also. ठीक है, human health की field में बहुत ज़्यादा useful है ये, and how it is useful you will come to know later ahead in this chapter. Okay, so there are various research institutes specially dedicated for researches on cells only. ठीक है, जैसे कि हमारे पास नासा है या फिर like how we have space centers जहाँ पर रॉकेट्स के बारे में पढ़ाई होती है और वहाँ पर बताया जाता है कि किस तरीके से ये रॉकेट को लॉन्च किया जाएगा या फिर इसे लॉन्च करने के बाद ये किस तरीके से काम करेगा, तो एक पर्टिकुलर रिसर्च सेंटर उसके लिए बनाया गया है. Same way here also, in order to just study about the cell and how these cells could be used for our benefit, इसके लिए भी स्पेशल रिसर्च सेंटर एस्टैब्लिश्ड है इन इंडिया, इन पुणे एंड इन बैंगलोर. ओके, इंडिया नेशनल सेंटर फॉर सेल साइंस एट पुणे एंड इन स्टेम एट बैंगलोर are involved in valuable researches. Okay, so you need to know where these are located. Now let us understand more about stem cells. There are special types of cells present in the body of multicellular organisms. हमारी बॉडी के अंदर एक स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ सेल्स प्रेजेंट है. अब ये हर जगह पर प्रेजेंट नहीं है, ठीक है, ये there are selective parts that we'll be studying ahead. These cells give rise to all other types of cells present in the body of multicellular organisms. These cells play an important role in wound healing. Now you must have noticed कि suppose अगर हमारे को कहीं लग जाता है, कट जाता है, कुछ हो जाता है, अगर जगह उतनी ओपन हो जाती है ना, तो ये जो wound है ये heal कैसे होता है? Ever noticed? No. You have different and special mechanism in your body which are helping, they are dividing, the cells are dividing, and with that division, cell division, that entire skin again becomes uniform. ठीक है, it will take time, but वो वापस से heal हो जाता है और वो वापस से plain हो जाता है structure, right? So this type of cells are very special. Okay, they have a very different mechanism. We have studied the stem cells of plant in the previous class. Okay, now we shall study the stem cells in animals, particularly in human beings. Okay, so if you remember this, we have learned, I've explained you about tissue culture in your previous slides also. And now we will be learning about animal cells, and specifically about humans, we will be learning about them. Okay. Now the new organism, हमारी body में अगर एक new organisms बनने के लिए, everybody has learned about how a new organism is formed. It is formed with the help of the union of the male and the female gamete, right? So when the male and the female gamete unite, they form a zygote, right? At the earliest stage of development, organism is in the form of a mass of cell. Here you can see एक cluster of cells के mass दिखाई देता हम लोग को, और कुछ नहीं. All the cells in the mass are almost alike. Those cells are called as stem cells. Okay, so here one egg. Okay, when you are studied, we have studied about this in your previous class also, and this year also you've learned about that. Here you have learned that in order to reproduce, you need a male and a female gamete. When they unite together, they fertilize, and you have a zygote formed. And these zygotes, they keep on, there is cell division going on. ये जो cell division जहाँ हो रहा है ना, तो उससे embryo बनने लग जाता है, and after that embryo is formed at 9th day. Okay, there is blastocyst which is formed, which has about 300 cells. Now this blastocyst is actually a good place for stem cells to be to find. Okay, if you want to find where it is present at this stage. You can find stem cells. Now after that, fetus is formed, and then you have adult. You grow into, when you are born, you grow into an adult where you have 38 trillion cells. You can imagine कितने सारे cells आपके body में present है. The fetus that is at 38 weeks, it has about 1.4 trillion cells, and when you are an adult, it has about 38 trillion cells in your body. During further development, these cells form any type of cells, different types of tissues, and perform different functions in the body. अभी ये जो cells हम लोगों ने last slide में पढ़े थे about blastocyst. Now in this these cells will now develop into different tissues. अलग tissues एक अलग organ बनाएंगे, वो organ एक अलग काम करेगा, है ना. हमारी body जब बनती है, when the egg gets fertilized, what happens is वहाँ पर बहुत सारे cells present होते हैं, ठीक है, बट उधर ऑर्गन्स नहीं है, तो ऑर्गन्स भी डेवलप होते हैं ना, वही सेल से वही स्टेम सेल्स अलग अलग तरीके के टिश्यूज फॉर्म करते हैं जो डिफरेंट फंक्शंस परफॉर्म करते हैं. दिस इज द डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ स्टेम सेल्स. हाउएवर, वंस द टिश्यूज आर फॉर्म्ड, द सेल्स इन दोज टिश्यूज एट द मोस्ट कैन फॉर्म सेम टाइप ऑफ सेल्स ओनली. एक टाइम अगर ये टिश्यूज बन गए ना, वो स्टेम सेल से एक अलग टिश्यू फॉर्म हो गया, लाइक अगर वो कार्डियक टिश्यू में कन्वर्ट हो गया तो वो कार्डियक टिश्यू ही बनेगा, अब उससे दूसरा स्टेम सेल्स नहीं बन सकता, ठीक है. This is the case in each part of the body. However, stem cells are present for longer duration in some parts of the body. Stem cells are present in the umbilical cord by which the fetus is joined to the uterus of the mother. Now we have learned about the umbilical cord, जो हमारी जो जिससे जो न्यूट्रिशन पहुंचता है चाइल्ड को फ्रॉम द मदर, that is the umbilical cord. Okay, I'll be showing you that also. The stem cells are also present in the blastocyst stage of embryonic development. Stem cells are present in red bone marrow and adipose connective tissue of adult human being. It has become possible to produce different types of tissues and the degenerated part of any organ with the help of these stem cells. Now, हमारी जो bone होती है उसके अंदर होता है red bone marrow. उसके अंदर भी स्टेम सेल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट जो हमारे कनेक्टिव टिश्यूज है उसमें भी स्टेम सेल्स मिलते हैं। ठीक है, एडिपोज कनेक्टिव टिश्यू में भी हम लोगों को स्टेम सेल्स मिलते हैं। स्टेम सेल्स प्रिजर्वेशन। Now these stem cells, as they are very important, as I told you कि stem cells के अंदर जो property होती है, they can form more cells, they can divide and they can form more cells, और उन्हें हम लोग use कर सकते हैं for different different purposes that we'll be studying later ahead in this chapter. Now so it is very important for you to understand कि stem cells को preserve करना भी ज़रूरी है ताकि हम लोग इसको later on use कर सकें. For the purpose of preservation, stem cells samples are carefully collected from sources like cord blood. Now this is the umbilical cord that I'm talking about. When the child is born, this umbilical cord has various properties, various good things. Now it has stem cells present in it. Okay. Now that is the cord blood or the bone marrow that we talked about in the last slide, जहाँ पर हमारी जो हड्डी होती है उसके अंदर भी बोन मैरो होता है, रेड बोन मैरो होता है जिसके अंदर स्टेम सेल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं. एंड इन द एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेज, हियर यू कैन सी इन द फर्स्ट पिक्चर द एम्ब्रियो. First you have the sperm and the egg. They when they fertilize, they form few cells. Okay, they come after cell division, they form blastocyst, which is having stem cells present in them. Okay, now they are collected. These stem cells ये कोई भी जगह से collect कर सकते हैं हम लोग, या तो umbilical cord में से, या तो फिर blastocyst में से, या फिर bone marrow में से. Stem cells collect किया जाता है. Those vials are kept in liquid nitrogen at minus 135 degrees Celsius to minus 190 degrees Celsius. Here in this picture it is very clearly shown. In the first picture you can see that there's a baby, and from the umbilical cord you have the blood being collected. It has a high amount of stem cells in them. They are collected, they are kept, and they are brought to a particular place where you have जो centers होते हैं जहाँ पे stem cells preserve किए जाते हैं, they are brought to that particular place, and then it is stored in liquid nitrogen which has very low temperature. ठीक है, like 135 degree minus 135 degree centigrade to minus 190 degree Celsius. Okay. Stem cells research. In biotechnology, stem cell research is a revolutionary event after cloning. This technique has the potential of bringing about the fundamental changes in the medical science. Now, stem cells की जैसे कि हम लोगों ने पहले ही बात कर चुके हैं, there are various research centers which are helping in order to study more about the cells and the uses of it. How can we change them? How can we study the organelles, and what are the different changes that could be done in order to get benefit from it, right? So यहाँ पर stem cells researches भी होती हैं. This technique has the potential of bringing about the fundamental changes in the medical science. Depending upon the source, stem cells are of two types, as embryonic stem cells and adult stem cells. Embryonic stem cells, as I told you, blastocyst जो embryo से मिलता है वो है embryonic cells, ठीक है, stem cells. और दूसरा है adult stem cells जो हमारे bone में से मिलता है, red bone marrow that I told you. वो जो bone marrow में से extract किया जाता है वो भी stem cells है. ठीक है, so these are two types of stem cells that you need to remember. First is embryonic stem cells and the other is adult stem cells. Embryonic stem cells कहाँ मिलते हैं? They are present in the blastocyst stage when the embryo is formed, and then the other one, that is the adult stem cells, they are present in the bone marrow of any human being. Let us understand about embryonic stem cells. Now, I told you कि stem cells कैसे बनते हैं, कहाँ मिलते हैं. ठीक है, दो टाइप्स के स्टेम सेल्स होते हैं, एम्ब्रियोनिक होता है और एक अडल्ट स्टेम सेल्स होता है. नाउ एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेम सेल्स के बारे में और नॉलेज लेते हैं हम लोग. द डिविजन ऑफ zygote starts and thereby it is converted into embryo. When the male and the female gamete unite, they form a zygote. This zygote starts cell division. When their cell division starts, it starts to form an embryo. The cells of embryo undergo repeated meiotic divisions. Now, Meiosis and mitosis, you have learned this. Okay, so कहाँ पर क्या होता है वो आप लोगों को already पता है. Cell differentiation starts from 14th day of conception. जैसे ही conception होता है उसके 14th day से cell differentiation होना शुरू हो जाता है. Cells of different organs like bone cells or osteocytes, hepatocytes, that is the liver cells, and neurons are formed due to differentiation. ठीक है. Embryonic cells before differentiation are called as embryonic stem cells. 220 different types of cells in human body are formed from single type cells, that is embryonic stem cells. तो हमारे जो जैसे ही एम्ब्रियो फॉर्म होता है उसके अंदर 220 डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सेल्स बनाने की ताकत रखते हैं ये एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेम सेल्स. रिमेंबर दैट. Thus, stem cells are primary type of undifferentiated cells with self-multiplying ability, and they are parent cells of all those types of human cells. Means हमारी जो भी जितने भी अभी organs बनने वाले हैं, जितने भी tissues बनने वाले हैं, उन कहाँ से बनने वाले हैं? ये embryonic cell से ही, stem cell से ही बनने वाले हैं. Embryonic stem cells जब divide होंगे तो ये tissues form करेंगे. Means they are the parent cells and they are giving rise to various other daughter cells with the help of cell division. ठीक है. This property of stem cell is called as pluripotency. It has been found that if these stem cells are collected well before the beginning of differentiation on 14th day, that is during 5th and 7th day, and cultured with certain biochemical stimulus in laboratory, as per the stimulus they can transform themselves into desired type of cells, thereby tissues and finally into organs. ठीक है. तो 14th डे पे ये डिफरेंशिएशन होना शुरू हो जाता है. तो उससे पहले ही ये स्टेम सेल्स को कलेक्ट किए जाते हैं. ठीक है. आफ्टर फ्यू डेज दिस स्टेम सेल्स कुड बी यूज्ड within 5, that is during 5th and 7th day. They are cultured artificially in laboratory. They are given certain mediums जिसके अंदर वो उग सके. जैसे कि हम लोग ने टिश्यू कल्चर में पढ़े थे, प्लांट का एक टिश्यू लेकर उसे एक अगार मीडियम जहाँ पर ऑक्सीजन और न्यूट्रिएंट्स ऐड किए जाते हैं उसकी मदद से न्यू प्लांटलेट्स प्रोड्यूस होते हैं. सेम थिंग हैपेंस विद स्टेम सेल्स ऑल्सो. स्टेम सेल्स लिए जाते हैं और फिर उनको एक ऐसे बायोकेमिकल स्टिमुलस के अंदर मटेरियल में जगह पर रखा जाता है लेबोरेटरी में ताकि उनकी ग्रोथ हो सके. एंड दे convert into tissues and then that tissue converts into organs. All right. Let us learn about adult stem cells. Stem cells can be obtained from the body of adult person too. There are three main sources of stem cells in the body of adult person. Stem cells can be obtained from red bone marrow, adipose connective tissue, and blood. Besides, stem cells can be obtained from cord blood immediate after birth. Once the baby is born, no, you can immediately collect that the blood from that cord. It has high amount of stem cells present in it. Okay. Apart from that, मैंने आप लोगों को पहले भी बोल चुकी हूँ कि हमारी बॉडी में जो बोन्स है हमारी उसके अंदर जो मैरो है मतलब उसके अंदर जो गूदा होता है that has stem cells in it. ठीक है. So you can find that there also. Here in this picture it is clearly shown how these stem cells are cultured, and those stem cells once they are cultured they grow. If they start to grow they start to form muscles. Okay, tissues. Now there are various types of uses that you could do with that. ठीक है. उसका तो different तरीके से उसका इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है. That could be used for making different organs in your body. Okay, that has been proven also. ठीक है. Like here you can see muscle cells, neuron cells and blood cells could be produced using the stem cells. Let us learn about the uses of stem cells. First use of stem cells is regenerative therapy. Cell therapy. Stem cells are used to replace the dead cells in case of conditions like diabetes, myocardial infarction, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, etc. To produce blood cells required in conditions like anemia, thalassemia, leukemia. So as you know that stem cells have an ability to produce reproduce again and again. तो ये जो बीमारी जो भी लिखी हुई है ना यहाँ पर, लाइक डायबिटीज, अल्जाइमर, पार्किंसन या अनीमिया, यहाँ पर क्या होता है, एक पर्टिकुलर पार्ट है हमारी बॉडी का जो अब खराब होने लग गया है, ठीक है। तो उसको अगर फिर से उसको जान डालना है या फिर उसको वहां पे फिर से सेल्स डालने हैं जो ये काम फंक्शंस कर सके हमारी बॉडी के अंदर, वहां पर भी ये स्टेम सेल्स यूज होते हैं। ना स्टेम सेल्स हियर इट बी यूज्ड फॉर ट्रीटिंग बॉल्डनेस। आप लोगों ने अभी आजकल देखे होंगे कि कितने लोग बाल चले जाते हैं तो वहां पर ट्रीटमेंट्स कराते हैं और वो ट्रीटमेंट से उनके बाल वापस आना शुरू हो जाते हैं, एंड दैट इज नथिंग बट द यूज ऑफ स्टेम सेल्स। डायबिटीज के अंदर हमारी जो पैनक्रियाज है, दैट पैनक्रियाज टेंड टू, दे डू नॉट फंक्शन प्रॉपर्ली, okay, so that particular organ or the tissues are not functioning properly, so these stem cells could be used to treat diabetes as well, ठीक है। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट ब्लड सेल्स के अंदर भी यूज किया जा सकता है इन केस ऑफ ल्यूकेमिया, ब्लड कैंसर के टाइम पे, अनीमिया के टाइम पे, थैलेसीमिया, दीज आर ऑल कंडीशंस जो ब्लड से रिलेटेड है, ठीक है। The next use is in organ transplantation. Now you must be wondering कि एक सेल से organ कैसे transplant कर सकते हैं. So it is also very easy to understand. In case of failure of organs like kidney and liver, those can be produced with the help of stem cells and transplanted. Here you can see that the stem cells could be differentiated into, अब वो depend करता है कि हम लोगों को क्या चीज फॉर्म करते हैं वो स्टेम सेल्स, न्यूरॉन्स, तो दे कुड बी यूज्ड फॉर द प्रॉब्लम्स इफ रिलेटेड टू ब्रेन, okay, then intestinal enterocytes, then for liver, then for heart, for bones, the stem cells could be used for organ transplantations also. Now, organ transplantation is a very important thing to discuss. Now, various organs in human body either become less efficient, मतलब कम काम करते हैं, और completely functionless, मतलब बिल्कुल ही काम नहीं करते। Now, suppose if a person is in coma, तो उसका जो brain है वो बिल्कुल काम नहीं करता है, ठीक है। या फिर हमारा जो अगर डायबिटीज होती है तो डायबिटीज में भी डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्टेजेस होते हैं, like in certain cases the pancreas might be working बट दे आर लेस एफिशिएंट, मतलब सही तरीके से काम नहीं कर रहे हैं। कभी कभार किसी किसी के केस में वो पूरी तरीके से खराब हो जाती, मीन्स दे फंक्शनलेस ड्यू टू द वेरियस रीजंस लाइक एजिंग, उम्र के साथ में, या किसी एक्सीडेंट की वजह से, या कोई इन्फेक्शन की वजह से, या सर्टेन डिसऑर्डर की वजह से हमारी बॉडी के अंदर ये ऑर्गन्स हमारे कम काम करने लगते हैं या फिर कंप्लीटली काम करना बंद कर देते हैं। लाइफ ऑफ सच पर्सन बिकम्स डिफिकल्ट और इवन फेटल, मीन्स मर भी सकता है वो आदमी अगर ये सारी चीजें सही तरीके से नहीं चलेगी तो। However, if a person gets the necessary organ under such condition, it saves life. So if a person, like there is a person whose liver is not functioning properly and the liver, entire liver cannot be donated but a part of it could be donated, and that can multiply, the cells can multiply and that person can heal and have a proper functioning liver also, both of them could have, okay. Same way, there are certain organs which you can donate after death also, like your eyes. If a person is not able to see, everybody knows the importance of sight, हम लोगों को पता है कि आंख होना कितना जरूरी है, अगर आंख नहीं रहेगी तो हम लोग देख नहीं सकते ना चीजों को। सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड टू डोनेट आउट ऑर्गन्स ऑल्सो, लाइक हम लोग ब्लड के बारे में पढ़ चुके हैं कि ब्लड डोनेट करना अच्छी बात होती है और वो लोगों की जान बचाता है, उसी तरीके से हमारी जो बॉडी के ऑर्गन्स होते हैं वो भी डोनेट किए जाते हैं ना। सम organs could be donated after death and some organs could be donated when you are alive also, like you're in this picture. The availability of donor is an important requirement in organ transplantation. Now, any organ cannot be given to anybody. ठीक है, जैसे अगर मुझे अगर किडनी की जरूरत है तो ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है मैं किसी से मांगू और वो मुझे दे सकता है और वो मुझे दे देगा और मुझे अटैच हो जाएगी, नो, इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट। एक अगर किडनी की रिक्वायरमेंट है तो देर आर डिफरेंट थिंग्स विच आर क्राइटेरियाज which should be fulfilled in order for the organ transplantation. So the availability of donor is also a very important thing. अगर एक donor है जिसका match होता है हमारे kidney से या फिर हमारे liver से, pancreas से, तो ही donation organ donate हो सकता है, transplant हो सकता है. Each person has a pair of kidney, as the process of excretion can occur with the help of single kidney as well. ठीक है, किडनीज के बारे में हम लोग अक्सर सुनते हैं कि किडनीज किडनी रिप्लेस ट्रांसप्लांट कर सकते हैं ना. व्हाई डू वी से दैट? बिकॉज हमारी बॉडी के अंदर देर आर टू पेयर्स ऑफ किडनी, दो किडनीज होती है हमारे पास, और अगर एक किडनी भी रही ना तो हम लोग का फंक्शनिंग ऑफ एक्सक्रीशन प्रॉपर वे में हो सकता है. So the person can donate another one. Similarly, skin from certain part of the body can also be donated. Various factors like blood group, any type of disease or disorder, age, etc. has to be kept in mind before organ donation. Okay, of the donor and recipient need to be paid attention during transplantation. However, other organs cannot be donated during lifetime. Organs like liver, heart, eyes can be donated after death only. This has led to the emergence of concept like posthumous, that is after that donation of body and organs. Now remember, as I told you, eyes हम लोग जीते जी हमारी eyes नहीं दे सकते, but हम मरने के बाद हमारी eyes को donate ज़रूर कर सकते हैं ताकि जो किसी को ज़रूरत है they could use it and they could see things even after we die. Okay, same way with the heart also and liver also. As I discussed in the previous part, that is kidneys are one of the organ, very simple organ to remember, जो हम लोग दे सकते हैं हमारे जीते जी भी. ठीक है. Organ and body donation. 3 facts about organ donation. Remember that one person can save 8 lives and enhance 75 others through organs like eyes and tissue donations. On an average, 150 people are added to the nation's organ transplant waiting list each day, one every 10 minutes. Nearly 1,14,000 Americans are currently waiting for an organ transplant. An organ transplant is their only remaining medical option. So if a person thinks about organ transplantation, there are numbers which are in queue in order to have that particular procedure being done on them. So the lives of many people can be saved by organ and body donation. Blinds can regain the vision. Life of many people can be rendered comfortably by donation of organs like liver, kidney, heart walls, skin, etc. Similarly, body can be made available for research and medical studies too. Now, as I told you that stem cells research के लिए एक अलग organizations है, सेंटर्स है जहाँ पर ये रिसर्च होती है. सेम वे अगर हमारी बॉडी अगर लोग डोनेट करते हैं फॉर द मेडिकल स्टडीज, तो जो लोग हैं बच्चे हैं विच आर गोइंग टू बी फ्यूचर डॉक्टर्स कैन स्टडी ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर बॉडी एंड can you our body could be used for many good things as well. Many government and social organizations are working towards increasing the awareness about body donation. If you like our session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share and view the videos that we had today for you. And please do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you remain updated with all the latest videos that we'll be making for our dear students.
This session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.